Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. Give me a thumbs up just for the intro.
What is up, guys? It's Tony Bigg Vic, and we are back with another video. Listen, today I want to talk to you guys about, would I rent a rental truck to run Amazon Relay exclusively? Would I? Would it be smart? Like, would it even make mathematical sense? Would it add up? The reason I ask these questions is because Amazon has become more and more strict as time has went by. As I ran Amazon Relay Freight, you almost have to be nearly perfect to not mess up your Amazon Relay score in order to see the best loads. Give you an example. Let's say, for example, if you got 100% score, you're going to see every single load that Amazon Relay has to offer, including all the early access loads, right, that are in your area, wherever you're searching at. If your score drops below a A, which is like a B plus or something like that, they're going to cut those loads in half that you see. And you won't see any early access loads unless once all the loads are taken, all the good paying loads are taken, then you'll see the scraps. Basically, that's how that works. They'll show you the scraps. Okay. And that's you having like a 97% score, because that's still considered now like a B plus. I don't know what school they went to, but a B plus was like a 88, 89 when I went to school. I don't know. I don't know. Y'all tell me. But these are some of the reasons why I would not run Amazon Relay Freight exclusively with a rental truck. And that's because every single week you got a rental payment, right? Unless you're doing the monthly, you know, you're paying them monthly, right? Which gives you more time to make money, of course. All right. But if you rely exclusively on Amazon Relay and your truck breaks down, for instance, and you're at the Amazon Relay facility with your truck loaded and it decides not to crank up, you have to reject that load. They're not going to wait for Enterprise, Budget, or Rider to bring you another vehicle. Okay? Just want you to know this ahead of time. That's going to be considered a rejection, even though you made it on time, but you had to reject that load. And now I just had a course member who's been running Amazon Relay successfully, but they had their truck break down. They had to reject the load. And guess what? They sent me a video of them actually on the load board trying to book another load, but they have an F score because of the rejection. Now, as they're hitting the book button, there's like, you can see the loads on their load board, but they're hitting the book button, and you cannot. It's a red sign that comes up, and on the sign it says, "Please increase your performance score and use our poster truck feature to book further loads until your performance score increases." How disheartening is that? That's bad. So now you've became, dependent on this as a source of income, and because of a truck broke, something that you couldn't predict would happen, you had a failure with your truck. The truck broke down. The truck broke down on the yard, and they still give you like a full rejection. Take you from 100 to an F, just like that. Just like that. This is one of the reasons why you can't rely exclusively on Amazon Relay. Because now you can post your truck. Yes, you can post your truck. Yes, you can. But sometimes those early access loads, they pay decent. Sometimes they pay pretty decent. You can pretty much book out a decent schedule for the following week, and not being able to do that can hurt your business, because now you're left with the scraps that's left on the yard. To give you an example, 100% access score, early access score. If Amazon releases 500 loads for the week, you're going to see all 500 loads. If you have an F score or not early access, you're going to see maybe half of those loads. And believe me when I tell you, those half are not going to be paying decent. I don't like it. I don't like it. If you've experienced this, I'm sure you've experienced this if you've been running Amazon Relay for any amount of time over 3 to 6 months. You've probably ran into this problem already. And you probably was sitting down scratching your head like, damn, look at this. But here's the other part of the game. At one time, the on-time performance, we were able to kind of like, fix that. But you had some carriers on Instagram all of a sudden advertising that they fix scores. The moment I seen that, I said, you know what? Amazon gonna fix the matrix, and we ain't gonna be able to use that to help keep our scores at 100%, at least in the on-time performance department. And sure enough, they fixed it. I bet you don't see that carrier advertising that they fix Amazon Relay scores anymore, do you? Nope. But why? Why would you even do that? No, first of all, that's like kind of under the table. That's something you have people at least shoot you an email for, and y'all work that out. That's not something you put like out in the public space. Like, hey, I fix scores. Like, really? Bruh, you done jammed all of us up. I mean, every now and again, we might have a little late load, traffic, something happens. Things happen. What they say, shit happens. Now we can't use that as a tool to help us keep our score so we can see the best loads on the load board. You got to be damn near perfect right now to get access to all the loads that pop up on the load board. So I would not rent a vehicle and just do Amazon Relay solely. No, I would not. I would not do it. I wouldn't let nobody trick me into it. Peak season is going to be marvelous. It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. Can you make some money during peak season? Absolutely. With Amazon exclusively at the time? Absolutely. Absolutely. But like I said, if you run into a late situation, if you run into a situation where you're late, it's going to be bad for you. It's going to be bad for you. Like I said, I had another person that just started, got their truck up and running, went out to Amazon to, start trying to load things. Things did not go as planned. Like I said, things are not, I don't care how much training you get. Sometimes things are not going to go as planned when you get out to these Amazon facilities. Things just happen. Won't be able to scan barcodes. Just any little thing that can happen to start eating at your time while you're there, loading your truck. Gotta have a system. But if you've experienced this, if you've experienced what I'm talking about right now, drop a comment down below. Let the folks know. Don't rely solely on them. You got other load boards out there. DAT, Selectus, My Virtual Fleet, C.H. Robinson. Who else? Truck Style. Several other load boards out there that you guys can tap into to start moving freight. Mothership. Plenty of other load boards out there. Amazon is not the only freight service that has freight for you guys. It's freight everywhere. But don't go get a rental truck and try to just do only Amazon Relay. I'm telling you now. Now you can get your own truck and decide that you just want to do Amazon Relay, but not in a rental, I would not do it. I would not recommend you doing that. If you're gonna run up a bag, better run it up with a little, you know, just mixing up your freight. Mix it up. But hey, this is my rant. This is my rant right now. This is my rant for the day, man. If you're brand new checking out the videos, drop a comment below. If you're a new subscriber, drop a comment below. OGs, members, you know, members that are paid members of the channel, shout out to you. If you guys need help in your business, there's a drop down box that will drop all my information down on every single way to reach out to me to help you get your business cranking. All right, you already know what it is, man. It's homie Bigg Vic TV. Till I see you on the next video. Always hustle, never stop growing. Let's go, let's get it. Let's eat, baby.